Last week, we saw mortgage rates drop down to around 6.5%. Will this trend continue? What I'm about to share could be the difference between getting your dream home or watching it slip away. Let's dive in. Sorting through the noise and simplifying the data. When it comes to Tucson real estate, the numbers tell a story. Let's break down the latest market trends so you can make an informed decision about buying or selling in 2025. Hello, this is Jeff L. with L Group at Amber Realty. Today is Tuesday, August 12th, 2025, and I'm bringing you our monthly market update with some important economic news that directly impacts our local real estate market. Let's start with this morning's big economic news. The July Consumer Price Index report was just released, showing inflation held steady at 2.7% annually, which is actually better than the expected 2.8% increase. This is significant news for our market because it keeps the Federal Reserve on track for potential rate cuts. However, core inflation did tick up slightly, which shows some underlying price pressures still remain. Speaking of the Fed, the financial markets are now pricing in approximately 80% probability of a 0.25% rate cut in September. This represents a major shift from just weeks ago when the cuts seemed unlikely. The weak jobs report for July, showing only 73,000 jobs added versus 100,000 as expected, was probably a cause of that. Major investment firms like Goldman Sachs are now predicting 3 rate cuts through the end of 2025, potentially bringing the federal funds rate down to 3 to 3.25% by year end. This would be welcome news for potential homeowners and sellers who are waiting for rates to drop before they make a move. Here's the opportunity I'm seeing. The time to act is now before rates drop, when you'll see less competition and more negotiating power. We've been tracking this trend for months and the data is getting clearer. Rates have been fluctuating most of the year, but overall they're trending in the right direction. Last week we saw a momentary dip to 6.5%, and this week we're back up to around 6.6%. As always, it's important to have a relationship with a mortgage partner and keep them updated on your goals and timeline. All right, let's bring this home to our local Tucson market for July 2025 numbers, because this data proves exactly why timing is everything. The median price continues to remain steady at around $365,000. From June to July, we saw about 50 fewer homes hit the market, 90 less homes go under contract, and about 80 fewer closings. None of those numbers are a huge surprise, as we usually see lower activity over the summer months. However, even with a shift towards more of a buyer's market, homes that sold closed within 2% of their advertised price. You may ask, how can that be? Sellers, let me talk to you for a minute. Now come a little closer. A lot of sellers actually price their home appropriately based on their experienced agent's professional advice and current market conditions. If you hire a professional, we know how to price your home to accomplish your goal of getting it sold. We actually want the best for you and your financial future. So here's the bottom line. We're looking at a balanced market where rates want to trend down, and positioning yourself now is key. There are still incredible opportunities for buyers and sellers who have professionals working for them to find those opportunities, but only if you act before everyone else catches on to what's coming. If you wait for rates to drop, you could be fighting crowds. And if you aren't currently looking to buy or sell, but want to reduce your monthly expenses, check out our insurance partner, Tutopia Insurance. They do the shopping for you with several insurance companies to find you the best rate and coverage. And it's easy. Go to happyquote.com. And as always, if you want to discuss any of this information we covered, or just chat about the upcoming bike race down in Willcox, Arizona, give us a shout. We are a member of your trusted advisors.